Hello guys. Kamusta po sa lahat? Ngayon ay pagpapatuloy po natin ang series sa Let Review sa Mathematics and Multiple Choice Questions with Solutions. Nasa part 5 na po ako ng series na to. Kung kayo po ay bago sa aking channel, JOV'S Online TV, kung makatulong po ang video na to sa inyo, please don't forget to share, like, and hit the notification bell para po ma-update po kayo sa mga future uploads ko po ng Let Review series. Now, since this is a part 5 and this is still part of 120 questions that I'm going to share sa review series na to, so let's begin with, kung hindi nyo po napapanood pa ang part 1 to 4, panoorin nyo po yon dun para makita nyo po yung mga formulas na possible na lalabas sa mga board exam. Okay, so let's start. So we are now in question number 41 of the Let Review series in mathematics. So the question here in number 41 is, find x if 1 over 6 is to 1.5 is equal to 35 is to x. So this is a ratio and proportion problem. So this is very easy for us. So let us try to answer this one. Draw so the given are 1 over 6 is to 1.5 is equal to 35 is to x. So we are asked to find the value of x. Of course, i-express natin yung left equation as a fraction. So 1 over 6 over, and convert yung decimal into fraction also. Magiging 1 is to 1/2 is equal to 35 is to x. Express natin in terms of fraction. And now, i-convert natin yung mixed fraction into proper fraction. Ito, this one. So 1 over 6. Convert natin ito. 1 times 2 is 2 plus 1 is 3 over 2. Again, 2 multiplied by 1 is 2 plus 1 is 3 over 2 is equal to 35 over x. Okay? And then, yung left equation natin is convert natin into multiplication. So pag convert natin into multiplication, itong fraction na to, i-invert lang natin yung fraction sa denominator, invert lang natin magiging 2 over 3 is equal to 35 over x. Okay, then after that is multiply natin 1 over 9. So this is 2 over 18 is equal to 35 over x. Then simplify na natin to. So since may common factors divide by 2. Divide din natin to ng 2 para ma-simplify natin. So this is 1 over 9 is equal to 35 over x. Okay, so 1 over 9 is equal to 35 over x. And then cross multiply, just cross multiply. So magiging 1x is equals to 9 multiplied by 35. So x is equal to 309 multiplied by 9 multiplied by 35 is equals to 315. 315. Right, so the answer is 315. Letter A. From our multiple choice, this is the answer, 315. All right. So that is number 41. Okay, let's proceed to 42. This is again a simple question. This is about factoring. The question is factor the expression 144 p squared. So you have to review the factoring. Minus 36 p to raised to 5. No. Sorry, this is typographical error. In the original, this is supposed to be 7. Okay, so that is p raised to 7. This one, it should be 7, not squared. Because based on the choices, if this is 2, we cannot get the correct answer. So that is a correction. It should be p raised to 7. This is typographical error. Now, if we're going to factor out this one, we can see that it's a common factor. This is a common factor of 144, and 36 is 12. Okay, and then common factor of p is, so divide by both sides by 12. The common factor is, using the parentheses, we have 12p 5, all right, is equal to 12p squared minus 144 divided by 12, 36 divided by 12 is 3. Okay, so 12 times 12 is 144 to 7. 12 times 3 is 36, p to the 5th. So this is the answer. The correct answer is letter D. Letter No, letter B. Because ang letter D is walang P. So the answer is letter B. Alright. Okay, so number 44. Number 44. Number 43. Number 43 is percentage. Number 43 is percent. About percentage. So, ang percentage, we all know that. Review muna tayo sa percentage. Okay. Let us review the formula for percent. So this is commonly or normally this is being discussed in grade 6. No? So percent, base, and rate. These three unknown can be written in the formula. Let us use. This is usually written in the formula. P is equals to base multiplied by the rate R. Okay, so this is the percentage, this is the base, and then this is the rate. Using, if you still remember, may tinatawag na triangle. This triangle is the triangle of this is the equation. In order to easily for you to use the percentage formula, we can draw the triangle. Okay. So this triangle, we can divide it into 3. Okay. So this portion is represent division, and we can further divide this into 2. And this represents multiplication. And the letter at the upper triangle is P, and this is base, and this is rate. So, okay, so that means P is always at the upper, and then if you're going to get P is equals to B multiplied by, because this represents multiplication, B multiplied by R, so this is the original formula. All right. And then if you want to find B, the base, B is equal to P over R. And if you want to get the value of the rate, R is equals to P over B. Okay, P is always the numerator. B. If you want to get the B, P over R, R equals to P over B. Okay. Now, percentage represents the part of the whole or base. Part of the whole. Ibig sabihin, part lang siya nung kabuuan. Yun yung percent. And in a worded problem, ang keywords na lagi mong titingnan is the word is, which is written, pag nakita mo yan before or after is, that means you are finding the value of the percent, which is the part of the whole or part of the number, base number. The base is the total value of something. So when we say base, yun yung kabuuan, the value of something or the whole thing. And you will be able to identify the base in a problem by simply taking note that if you see the word of before the number, and before the number, that represents the base. And the rate define what part of the percentage is of its base, part of the percentage. Rate and percentage are different. Percentage is just part of the rate. Part of the percentage is of its base. Okay? Define what part of percentage of its base. That is the rate. And you can simply notice, or you can simply recognize, if you see a percent or percent symbol in the problem, that represents the rate. Okay? So for example, I have an example here. For example, this one. What is 30% of, so the word of here is here. Sorry. Is, andito siya. So what is 30% of 150? We know that what is, we say that is, we are referring to the percent which is part of the whole, which is, you can see it before or after the word percent, or the word what. So in this case, is, we are actually asking the percent. Okay? 30%, since percent is already here, that's the percent symbol, this is the rate, and this is the, because of the word of, this is the base. So from the given formula, we are asked to find P. P is equals to, just multiply base from the rate. So P is equal to base multiplied by the rate, which is equal to, yung base natin is 150, multiplied by rate is 30%. Put it in the decimal representation, 30% is also equal to 0.3. So 150 multiplied by 0.3 is equal to what percent? 150 multiplied by 0.3, 30%. So to convert percent to decimal, just move the decimal point to the left twice. Is equal to 45. So this is the answer, 45, the percent. Percentage is 45, part of the percentage or part of the whole, part of the base. Part, yung 45 is just part of the base, which is 150. Okay, this one. 20 is, so this is before. So this is our P. Again, percentage, this is from the symbol percent, and easily identified that this is the R. Of means of a number which is the base. So therefore, we are asked to find the base. So to find the base, from the given formula, base equals to P over R, which is equal to 20 over 0.11. Our B is equal to, using our formula. Where is our formula? Close natin calculator. Let us open the calculator again. So, where's the calculator? Where's the calculator? It didn't open. So 20 divided by 0.11. 20 divided by 0.11. Sorry. Yung calculator is 0.11. Hindi niya nilitaw yung. Anyway, 20 divided by 0.11. 181. 181.81882. That is the base. Okay. So number 3 is what percent of 36? What percent of 36 is 27? What percent of 36 is 27? Percent of, again, obviously this is base is 27 is after, so this is the percent. What percent is, we're asked to find the rate. So rate is equal to P over, ang rate natin is a P over B. 27 divided by 36. 27 divided by 36. 3/4, which is also equal to 27 divided by 36. 3/4 is also equal to 0.75. Okay, that is our percent or the rate. All right, so that is a short review for percentage rate and base. Now let us answer the question. Let us answer the question again. Let us open the PDF again. Let's review. This one. Sorry. Okay. Let us open. Import. Let's import the PDF again. So, mat review. Ayan. Alright, so number 40. So 43, 30%. So 30% of 65 is what percent of 120? So parang dito, it's double yung rate. 30%. Sorry. So this is 30%. 30% of, that is multiplied by 30% of 65. So this is P. Alright? P. 30% of is, so that is P. What percent of 120? So this is just R over 120. This is our B. So therefore, yung P natin is ang P natin dito is our P is 0.30 multiplied by 65, that is equal to 39 over 2. 39 over 2 is equal to 19.5. Okay, so 19.5 divided by base of 120. Our rate is equals to 90 divided by 120 is equal to 0.158. Zero point 1.583 actually. Okay, so if you're going to translate this into percentage, yung R natin is equals to 15.8, which is approximately is equal to 16%. 16%. 16.25. $19.5 divided by 120. Sorry. It should be D15. It should be 0.1625. Mali yung calculators, yung calculations. So 0.1625. Kung i-change natin into decimal, this is 16.25%. 30% of 65 is what percent. So sabi natin kana is what percent, that means we are referring to the rate. So that's why this is the rate. So the answer is letter B, 16.25. Letter B. All right. So number 44. Number 44 is when a man died, he left a large tract of land to his wife and 5 children. How large is the share of the wife if the total land area is 66? So yung wife and then 5 children. So this is just a tricky question. Walang formula involved. It's just involves analysis. When a man died, he left large tract of land. So ang land na yun is land to his wife and 5 children. How large is the share of the wife? If the total land area is 66, what is the share of the wife? So yun yung question, what is the share of the wife given if the total land area is 66 hectares? So this is just a simple division. So total hectares divided by 5 plus the wife is divided by 6 is equal to 11 hectares will be the share of the wife, 11. So the answer is letter number 44. The answer will be letter D. So the number is letter D, 11. Okay, so because 5 children plus the wife, of course they have to divide it equally among themselves. So 66 hectares divided by 6 is 11 hectares. It's just a tricky question. Number 45. How much cloth is required to cover a round table whose diameter is 1.5? So it involves formula here. If you have a table, a round table, okay, so round, okay. Sorry, medyo hindi. if you have a round table, for example, this one, round table, given the diameter, so this is the diameter. The diameter is 1.5, okay, 1.5 meters. Whose diameter is 1.5 meters? How much cloth? So how much clothes? So ibig sabihin, how much clothes required to cover? If this is a circular, round table, circular, the area of a round table is pi r squared. We know that this is the area of a round or of a circle. Okay, so this is the formula we need to find. We are asked to find actually if you want to cover the area, to cover the round table whose diameter is, we need to find the area. But since diameter is given, we all know that D is just equal to 2r. Okay, just 2r. Since the diameter is given, we can get the value of r. So the value of r is just divided by 2. So therefore, the r is equals to 1.5 over 2. Ang r natin is 0.75. Alright, 0.75. So 1.5 divided by, tama ba, divide by 2? Yeah, this is 0.7. That will be r. So therefore, to find the value of the area, pi multiplied by 0.75 squared, the area will be 0.75 squared. This is equal to 1 point, sorry, 1.767 square meter. This is the answer. 1.76 square meter, which is letter 1.76 square meter. Letter B. 1.67 square meter. All right, so number 46. Number 46 requires an area also. What is the area of a triangular piece? What is the area of triangular piece of the land? Triangular, so it means this triangle area. Piece of a land which has a base of 940 meters and height of 128 meters. So if that is a triangular, the base is given on 940 meter, and this is the height. The height is given to be 128 meters. So we are asked to find the area of triangle. We all know that area of a triangle is 1/2 base multiplied by height. So base is given 940 and height is 180. So it's straightforward substitution. 1/2, 940 meters multiplied by the height of 128 meters. The area of a triangular land is equal to 940 multiplied by 128 divided by 2. The answer is 60,160 square meter. Square meter, this one. This is the answer. Letter, this is letter 60,160 letter D. Square meter. Alright, so number 47. Number 47 doesn't involve any formula here. This is analysis again. Let us analyze. A graduating class of 160 boys. So boys is 160. And 180 girls. Ang girls natin is 180. Held in senior ball. Approximately what percent attended? What percent attended if 60% of the girls and 70% of the boys were there? So, yung boys is 70%. So that means we just multiply 70% of this and 60% of the girl of 180. So this is equal to 70% of the boys is 112. 0.7 multiplied by 160. 112 and 180 multiplied by 60% is 108. Okay. So 180 plus this is a total of, ang total attendance is all in all is 340 and percentage nila is 220. So therefore, a percentage natin, ang kinukuha ngayon is percentage. (220) divided by 340 is equal to 220 divided by 340. This is 0.647 or this is 64.7%. this is the answer. From the choices, 64.71 or 64.7, letter D. The closest answer, 0.71, is actually 0.05. 0.05 actually. So, kaya naging 1 to. Letter D. Okay. Alright. So, let's move on. Number 48. A big when it is 30% full. A big container, 47, 48. 12:3. Jeez. A big container contains 12 liters when it is 30% full. Okay. How much does it contain when it is 90% full? So, number 48, we can use the ratio and proportion here. A big container contains 12 liters when it is full. So, pwede natin represent yan. 12 is to 30% as X is to 90% full, or 12 is to 0.3 is equals to X is to 0.9 as a decimal. And then expressing this as a ratio, 12.3 is equal to X is to, expressing this as a fraction, 0.9. How much does it contain? So X is, let X as the unknown variable. So X would be, X is equals to 12 multiplied by 9, 0.9. Over 0.3 is equal to 12 multiplied by 0.9 is, this is 10.8 over 0.3. So, very clear. The only way we can solve this is by ratio. Maliwanag na 12 is to 30% full, and blank, how much does it contains? That means it represents a certain value for a variable X. So gamitin natin variable X is to 90% full. So express lang natin as a ratio of two numbers. And therefore, the value of X is 10 divided by 0.3 is equal to 36. How much? So 36, letter D. Okay. So number 49. By how much is 35%? By how much is 35% of 220 greater than 55% of 140? How much is 35% of? So this is a tricky question also. Sabi niya is 35%. How much 35% of? Of is also equivalent to multiply of 220 greater than 53% of 140 multiplied by 140. So if you're going to get 0.35 multiplied by 220, this is 77. 77 multiplied by 0.35. .220 multiplied by 0.35 or 35%. This is 77. Greater than, how much greater than? So gaano raw kalaki yung 35% 20 is compare sa 53. So 140 multiplied by 0.53. 140 multiplied by 0.53. Times 0.53 ba yan? 55, sorry, this is 55. 55. $77. How much greater than? So, how much greater than is 0 because they are equal. So, therefore, the answer is 0. The answer is 0. Letter D also. Okay. Last number, 50. Number 50. In number 50, this is a work-related problem. This is a work problem. Charles can paint a room in 10 hours. Sherwin can finish the same task in 12 hours. So this is very easy. But let us review the work. I want to review the work-related problem. Dito yan, work-related. This one, work problem. Let us review what is work. Yeah. Okay, this one. Work problem generally involve the portion of a job that a person can do in a given amount of time. So generally, it involves a portion of a job that a person can do in a given amount of time. And sometimes in work problem, there are two involved person that can finish a job. So sometimes person A is faster than person B. So in that kind of problem, we will be asked to find how fast is the other person working on the given task or job. So those are the common problem. Now generally, the formula is actually this one, rate. Oh, by the way, work problem is actually a very simple representation of a certain rate of work. For example, if a mechanic can finish a job in 10 hours, for example, if a mechanic can finish the job in 10 hours, then his rate of work is 1/10 of the job per hour. Okay, so if he can finish the job in 10 hours, that means his rate is 1/10. 1/10, or that is the rate, his rate of the job per hour. So the work, if he works X hours, his rate is X multiplied by his rate. X multiplied by 1/10 is X over 10 of the total work. Okay? So this is the formula. The guiding principle in the work problem is the fact that the product of the rate of work by the number of units of time involved is equal to the fraction of the amount of work done. That is, the rate of work, for example, 1/10, multiplied by the actual time to finish his work, the actual time is 10 hours, okay, is equal to the amount of work done. So this is the general formula. Work is equal to rate, which is always given as the reciprocal of a given time that a certain person can finish the job. In this case, 10. So what is his rate given 10 hours? 1/10. Multiplied by the time. The time to finish the job is 10. Okay. The time to finish the job is, in this case, is X. If we work X hours, so the formula is equal to rate times X times time is equal to the work. Okay. So let us try some examples so that we can really understand the general principle. Number 2 ba yan? This is supposed to be number 2. If Sydney, for example, if Sydney can finish a job in 4 hours, so in dealing with the work-related problem, much better if we're going to use a table. So let us, before we continue number 50, let us answer some example. So I will draw a table here. We will answer example number 1. So for example, I have a table here. Okay, so usually this is the person involved, in this case Sydney, and this is the rate multiplied by the time and is equal to the work done. So in this case, the rate is 4 hours. We said that to get the rate 4 hours, we should get the reciprocal to make it rate of a person 1/4. So the rate of job, Sydney can finish a job in 4 hours. So his rate is 1/4. Then he can do 1/4 of the job per hour. Yun, 1/4 per hour. And if Sydney works for 5 hours, the work he has done is times, he said, if Sydney works for 5 hours, the given time for 5 hours, so the work is, just multiply, this is 5, 1/4 multiplied by 5. So this is equal to 5/4 of the job. Okay? So let us answer example number 2. So for example number 2, June can build a doghouse by himself in 3 days. Romel can build the same doghouse in 6 days. How long would it take them if they work together? So it involves 2 persons here. So dito na ako gagawa ng. We'll answer here. I need the tool. Okay. Again, let us make a table. The rate multiplied by time is equal to, in this case, the involved person is June and Romel. June can build the doghouse by himself in 3 days. So the rate is 1/3. Romel can build the same doghouse in 6 days. So 6 days, the rate of Romel is 1/6. This is the rate multiplied by the time and is equal to the work. Multiplied by what is the time? They said, how long would it take them if they work together? If they work together, they have the same given time. Let the time be x. Okay? This is the variable x. So therefore, the work is 1/3 of x for June and 1/6 of x for Romel. So to get the value of time, we can derive the equation now from the given table. We can just add the rate, the given work. So 1/6 of June's plus, this is 1/3 for June plus 1/6 x for Romel is equal to 1. We should always equate the given equation equal to 1 for the whole duration of the work. Okay, so this is always equal to 1. So therefore, to find the value of time when they work together, which is represented by x, we just simply simplify. So let us get the LCD. The LCD is 3 and 6. 3 times 1 and 3 times 2. 3 times 2, the LCD is 6. Okay, so 6 divided by 3 is 2. So we have 6 divided by 3 is 2, 2x plus 6 divided by 6 is x na lang is equals to 6 times 1 is 6. So therefore, this is 2x plus x is 3x is equals to 6. Divide both sides by 3. The answer is x is equals to 6 divided by 3 is 2. 2 hours. 2 hours to finish the job if they work together. Okay. So number 3. Number 3, so dito na natin. It's very easy. CD can type a QA report in 5 hours. Joel, who is a slower typist, helped Sydney, and together they finished the report in 3 hours. In 3 hours. How long would it take Joel had he worked alone? So, example number 3. Let us make a table again to make it easily analyze the problem. So, this is work, and this is, again, this is the rate multiplied by the time to finish the job and is equal to work done. Here it involves 2 persons, Sydney and Joel. What is the rate of Sydney? 5 hours. So again, you have to get the rate of Sydney, just get the reciprocal of 5. So this is 1 over 5. What is the rate of who is slower times help Sydney? And together they finish the report in 3 hours. In 3 hours. So 3 hours, 1 over no. This is supposed to be Sydney, and together they finish the report in 3 hours. This is the given time. But how long would take Joel if he had worked alone? So that means the rate of Joel is 1 over x. The x is the time for Joel to work alone. How long will it take Joel to finish the job alone if they work together? So if they work together, their time is 3. Both of them are 3, the same 3 hours. So this is 3 over 5, 1/5 multiplied by 3, 3 over 5, and this is 3 over x, 1x multiplied by 3. So deriving the equation from the given table, just get the sum 1/3 plus 3 over x is equal to 1. Always equate to 1. So let us get the LCD. Get the LCD. The LCD is 5x. And then 5x multiplied by, distribute natin. Distribute. This is 3x. Distribute. 5x multiplied by 3 is plus, x will cancel out, and then 3 times 5 is 15, is equal to 5x. So therefore, 15 is equals to, transpose ko yung 5x transpose to the right minus 3x. 15 is equals to 2x. Divide both sides by 2. The value of x is equal to 7.5 hours. This is the time of Joel to finish the job, 7.5 hours, because he is slower than Sydney. Sydney finished the job in 5 hours. Okay. So another example. So sometimes in work problem, the given is not always people working together, but sometimes there's a situation where, like this example, 2 pipes are open to fill the pool, and there is one outlet to fill. That means there's an inlet that used to fill the pool, and there is also in the pool there's an outlet that has to be closed so that the pool will be filled. But in this case, they accidentally forgot to close the outlet. That's why it's remain open. So this is also a kind of problem where this is also under the it takes time. Kind of problem which is also under the work-related problem. So let us solve. For example, pipe A fills a pool in 5 hours. Pipe B fills it in 3 hours. So there are 2 pipes already. Pipe A and pipe B, they're all to fill in. That means this is an inlet. And pipe C drains it. Drains, that means the water will coming out of the pool in 10 hours. So again, to easily analyze this work problem, we need to make a table, no? So we have 3 involved parameters here. Again, we have the rate multiplied by the time, and is equal to work. Here we have pipe A, which is considered inlet, and we have pipe B, and then pipe C. So the rate of pipe A is, pipe A fills a pool in 5 hours. Again, this is to get the rate of pipe A, 5, get the reciprocal of 5. So this is 1/5. Multiplied by time. So still time is x and 3 hours. 1/3 for B. Time is x, because we are, how long will it take both pipes? How long will it take both pipes to fill the pool when pipe C was left open? So pipe A and pipe B at the same time. And pipe C accidentally left. C drains in 10 hours. 10 hours, so the pipe is 1/10. Same time, X. So multiply it. 1/3 X. 1/3 X. This is 1/5, sorry. 1/5 X, and this is 1/10 X. Now from the given table, let's get the equation. Just get the sum and equate this to 1. Always remember, we should always equate to 1 to get the whole work done is always equal to 1. So this is x over 5 plus x over 3. Now since this is drain, we should subtract. Over 10 is equal to 1. So what is equals to 1? What will be the LCD? Let us simplify. What will be the LCD? We will let x, yung x dito will how long will, let's set the time to fill the pool. This is the variable. So what will be the LCD? 2 times 5 is 10. 5 times 1. 3 times 1. 5 times 2 is 10. 30. So 30, multiply it individually. So 30 is equals to 30 divided by 5 is 6x plus 30 divided by 3 is 10x minus 30 divided by 10 is 3x is equals to 30. So get the sum. I will continue here. 16 minus 3 is 13x. 16 minus 3. 13x is equals to 30. So therefore, to find the value of x divided by 13, x is equals to 30 over 13, or just convert to mixed number. Times 13 times 2, 26. 10 divided by 4. The answer is 2 and 4 over 13 hours. So 2 and 4 over 13 hours to fill the pipe. Okay? So now let us answer the question. Number 50. So number 50, question is number 50. Charles can paint a room. So again, drawing tayo ng table. Mas madali. Ma-analyze. Charles and Sherwin. So dalawang tao yung involved. The rate multiplied by time is equals to ito yung rate, ito yung time, and this is the work. Ang involved dito is si Charles and Sherwin. Ano yung rate ni Charles? To paint the room 10 hours. So ang rate is the reciprocal of the given time, 1/10. Sherwin can finish the same task in 12 hours. 1/12. How long will it take the two of them if they work together? How long? So the same time. How long? That means X represents the time for them to finish the job together. So multiply this one, 1/10 X, and then 1/12X. Okay, from the table, we derive the equation. From the table, i-add lang natin yung work nila, 1/10X plus 1/12X is equal to 1. So this is X/10 plus X/12 is equals to 1. Ano LCD? Get the LCD. LCD 2 times 5, 2 times 6. 6 times 5 is 30 times 60. So 60 distribute. 60 times X/10 is 60 divided by 10 is 6. 6X plus 60 multiplied by X/12 is 5X. 60 divided by 12 is 5. Multiplied by X equals to 60. 60 multiplied by 160. So this is 11X is equals to 60 over 11 over 11. X is equals to, ang 60 divided by 11 is 5.45. This is 5.45 hours to finish the paintings if they work together. So the answer is letter A, 5.45. 5.45. Letter A. All right, so that's it. So we will continue on the next part 6. Para hindi po masyado mahaba yung video natin. Again, this is 120 questions. So nasa 50 pa lang tayo. So once again, thank you for viewing this tutorial series. Sana may matutunan kayo, may ma-recall kayong formulas, no? Makakatulong sa inyo. And then please try to comment kung meron tayong, I'm not claiming that I'm perfect, no? Sometimes meron akong hindi nakikitang mali. So please comment on the comment section so that I can correct my mistake. So once again, thank you so much. So again, if you're not yet subscribed in my channel, please do so. Just like, share, and subscribe in this channel. And marami pa po akong i-upload na videos related sa series na to. Okay, so thank you so much. See you on my next part. Part 5 na tayo.